Well, Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. It is really quite a pleasure and an honor to welcome all of you who have come from near and far to help us celebrate this very special morning of B'nai Mitzvah, at which time both Kylie and Kevin will be called to the Torah, will lead us in worship, and will even serve as our teachers. I think all of us are well aware of the blessing we have in coming together in celebration and safety after what has been a trying and tragic past week. So we are so grateful to Kylie and Kevin for giving us reason to come together as community in gratitude, in celebration, and in remembrance, to give full meaning to Shabbat, communal togetherness. And that is why we look forward to your full participation in our service. Even if you are not familiar with our traditions, our songs, our melodies, or the Hebrew language, you can still follow along because there's English, there's Hebrew, and there's transliteration. So please make sure you all have a prayer book. It is right in front of you or underneath your seat. It is known as the Mishkan Tefillah. And with it, you will be able to follow as Kylie and Kevin lead us in worship. Now, the very first thing which is going to happen is that both of our B'nai Mitzvah are going to be wrapped in their prayer shawls. What makes a prayer shawl significant is not just the beauty of its cloth and its meaning from where it comes, but what makes it a religious garment are the four corners, which represent the four corners of the Jewish world, which will enwrap each of our students, reminding them that they are enwrapped always by the traditions and learning of their people from generation to generation. So Kylie, I'm going to ask you to take your place to receive your talit, and I'm going to welcome forward your Mama Lisa to come forward with what is a very special talit that was presented to you in order to show the beauty and importance of not only your Jewish tradition, but the role of music in your life. And now, Kevin, if you would take your place. You are receiving a very special talit that was first worn by your brother and is now going to be worn by you. And it was handmade by your grandmother, Nancy, and will be enwrapped now on you as she enwrapped it on Scott before you. So your grandparents, this is Nancy and Albert, are coming forward. This talit was hand-loomed for you with the city of Jerusalem around its crown. And now they will recite the blessing, Baruch Atah Adonai,
Baruch Atah Adonai,
Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, Vitzivanu, Lehit Atev, Batzitzi. Amen. Amen. And we thank God for the privilege of allowing us to enwrap ourselves in the talit. If you would both join me right here. Kylie.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to our Shabbat service at Temple Har Shalom. A special welcome to all those joining us over our live webcast. In preparation for our service, please take note that the sanctuary is electronic free, and we request that you turn off your cell phones. We have worked long and hard to reach this day, and we're grateful for your presence. We hope that you will be attentive, considerative, and will fully participate in our worship.
Like the great generations before us, we have prepared to take our place as B'nai Mitzvah. Today we participate in our first adult Jewish life cycle event. We are now committed to the mitzvot and the teachings of our tradition. We pray that we may always understand our responsibilities as Jews to show love to our family, kindness to the world around us, and maintain a connection with our people and her land of Israel.
Together we say, Baruch
Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechiyanu v'kiyamanu v'hilanu l'zman hazeh.
Our service continues with the chanting of Matavu, page 290 in your Mishkan Tefillah, page 290. Matovu ahalecha Yaakov mishkenutecha Yisrael. Matovu ahalecha Yaakov mishkenutecha Yisrael.
We are continuing now on page 293 with our morning blessings. It is traditional after each blessing that we answer Kevin with an Amen.
Let's see, tune again. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan l'sachvi v'na lechavchin ben yom uvein laila.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam who opens the eyes of the blind.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam who frees the captive.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam who lifts up the fallen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam who stretches earth over waters.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam who strengthens our steps.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam who clothes the naked.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam who gives strength to the weary.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam who removes sleep from the eyes, slumber from the eyelids.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam who made me in the image of God.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam who has made me free.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam who has made me a Jew.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam who girds Israel with strength.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam who crowns Israel with splendor.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to engage with words of Torah.
Amen.
Adonai our God, make the words of your Torah sweet to us, and to the house of Israel your people. that we and our children may be lovers of your name and students of your Torah. Baruch atah Adonai Hamamed Torah la'amo Yisrael. Oh, we praise you, O God, teacher of Torah to our people Israel.
We turn now to page 312, and I'd ask you to rise, please.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברך ירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון ובימיכון ובחייתכם בית ישראל, בגלה ובזמן קריב בימרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולם מעלמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי קדושו בריחו לאל מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תשביחתה ונחמתה תמירון ביומה במהרה אמן. Yai dai dai, yai dai dai dai, yai dai 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 dai. Baruchu et Adonai hamivorach. Baruch Adonai hamivorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai hamivorach le'olam va'ed.
We are on page 317, and we're going to read the paragraphs responsively.
O God, inspiration and a guide for all, you have spoken in 1,000 tongues for us all to hear, in every land and every age. Your children have heard you and imagined you in separate ways, and yet, O God, you are one unifier of humanity.
We give thanks for the sages and teachers who bring us understanding of your will. Gratefully we recall the lawgivers and prophets, the psalmists and sages of Israel, and joyfully we remember that from the dawn of Israel's life we would turn to you and find purpose.
May the teachings of our ancestors live on in our minds, and their passion for righteousness stir in our hearts. Help us to live so that our daily conduct reveals the beauty and wisdom of your truth. Baruch atah Adonai, habocher be'amo Yisrael ba'ahava.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kivud Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
You may all be seated. We are on page 319 as we continue with the V'ahavta.
V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'elech asher anohi mitzaucha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibartam bam B'shivtecha, b'veitecha, uvlechtecha, v'aderech, uv'shachbecha, uv'kumecha, Ufshartam liot al yadeha, v'hayu letotafot bein eineha. Utavtam al mizlot beitecha, uvisharecha, leman tizkeru, va'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'haytem kedoshim lelohehem. Ani Adonai Elohehem, asher hotzeiti ethem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liot lehem lelohim. Ani Adonai Elohehem.
Page 321.
Sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles in earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come, the song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
Mi chamocha vayim Adonai, mi kamocha nidor hakodesh, norat lilot osefelle, norat lilot osefelle, shira chadasha shimchu geulim, l'shimcha azvat hayam, yachol kulam odu, odu v'himnichu v'amru, ya papa bim bim bam, ya papa bim bam, ya papa bim bim bam, ya papa bim bam, ay 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 ay, ya papa bim bam, Adonai imloch elam va'el.
We are now on page 323 for our prayer known as Tefillah. I would ask you all to rise, please, and we remain standing through its entirety up to page 328. That is, if you are able and comfortable to do so.
Adonai sefatai tifta ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rahel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'anora, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, Ve'konei Hakol, Ve'zoher Hazei Avot ve'imaot, Umevi Gula, B'nei v'neihem, Lema'an Shemo be'ahava, Melech Hozer u'Moshia u'Mogein, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayei hakol, Atah Rav le'oshia, Mechaykel chaim bechesed, Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim, Zomech noflim verofei holim, Umatir hasurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha be'el gurot, Umido melach, Melech memit umechayem, Umatzmicha Yeshua.
Ne'eman atah lachayot hakol,
Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei hakol.
Middle of page 326.
Nikadish et shimcha ba'olam, kishim shma tishim u'tobish Kakal tuvali yagni viecha, vikarazezi amor. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzivaot, Meloch haaretz, kivodo. Adirinu, Adonai, Adonenu, Adir Shimcha, Bechol haaretz, Baruch kivod Adonai, Mimkomo. Echad hu Eloheinu, hu Avinu, hu Malkeinu, hu Moshiach v'hu Yashvinu, ברחמיו לעיני כל חיים. אני אדוני אלוהיך. ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהיך ציון לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור אדוני כגון לך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
To all generations we will make known your greatness, and to all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
And you may all be seated. To lead us in our next readings, it's a pleasure to welcome forward two who will soon take their place as B'nai Mitzvah. It's a pleasure to welcome forward Anna and Tyler.
Those who keep Shabbat by calling it a delight will rejoice in your realm. The people that hallow Shabbat will delight in your goodness. For being pleased with the seventh day, you hallowed it as the most precious of days, drawing our attention to the work of creation.
The meaning of Shabbat is to celebrate time rather than space. 6 days a week, we live under the tyranny of things of space. On Shabbat, we try to become attuned to holiness and time. It is a day on which we are called upon to share in what is eternal in time, to turn from the results of creation to the mystery of creation, from the world of creation and to the creation of the world.
We continue on the top of page 330.
Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu, B'amecha Yisrael utfilatam, B'ahava tikabel uti b'ratzon tamid, Avodat Yisrael Amecha, Baruch atah Adonai שאותך לבדך ביראה נעבוד.
On this Shabbat day, as you graciously receive our prayers, help us to hear your call. Grant us enough health to fulfill our duties and the compassion we need to attend to others. Teach us humility that we may perceive our own faults, and grant us the wisdom to be forgiven of others. Give us the courage to be true to our highest selves and the charity to see the best in those around us. Give us patience enough not to become discouraged, hope enough to overcome all fears for the future, and faith enough to know your presence. O source of blessings, look for favor upon us. May our offerings be acceptable to you. Baruch atah Adonai,
she'otcha levadcha b'yirah ha'avod. We continue on the top of page 334 with the chanting of Sim Shalom. Like other melodies that I've sung, this melody has like a yai-dai-dai tune to it, so if you know it and you catch on to it, please just join me.
Sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, tova uveracha. Yada-da-da-hi-dai-hi-dai-dai, 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 hi-dai-dai-hi-dai-dai. Sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, tova uveracha.
We are on page 336, and I'd ask that we read together, please. We sit in community, elbow to elbow, eye to eye, so close perhaps we brush against each other as we move in prayer, ears filled with the voices of friends, teachers, and fellow travelers who pray with us from the next seat, from across the room. We come to silence, rhythm of words, shared melody, hushed. Connected first one to all, we now let go. To be alone with the Holy One, to speak in mind and heart and soul, but not with lips. The prayers we weave together cannot replace that private conversation. God, our partner, awaits us, one by one, a miracle. And so we have come to that time in our service where we pause from the written word of our prayer book and instead turn our attentions to the thoughts of our hearts and our minds. Certainly this Shabbat, our hearts are once again turned towards those who pray this Shabbat, as we do every Shabbat, for peace. We pray for peace of body, mind, and soul, but we also pray for peace of community, nation, and world. That peace was irrevocably shattered last Shabbat as people came together to do exactly what we are doing right now, celebrating together. So with our prayers, let us also promise ourselves to find action through words and deeds so that no one ever again will need to suffer from the ravages of hate and violence. We are so grateful to Kevin and Kylie and their generation that gives us hope for the future and inspires us to our own well-being. We pause for a few moments.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live. Fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. We will know that you are one.
The highlight of any service as we prepare to take the Torah from the ark, we are going to pass it generation to generation so that Kevin and Kylie can accept Torah on their own, and then they're coming for a walk through the congregation. It's a wonderful opportunity for them to say Shabbat Shalom to all of you, but most importantly, it is a mitzvah for them to receive Torah on their own and to carry it with pride and excitement as they accept it. We turn now to page 364 to open the ark doors. It's a pleasure to welcome Kevin's great aunts, Pearl and Rhoda, to come forward. I'm going to ask the congregation to rise as we also welcome forward parents and grandparents to come take their place. So please be seated. Welcome, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. For those of you who may be visiting us for the first time, it is a tradition here at Temple Har Shalom that we come down into the congregation, we discuss a bit of the Torah portion, and we give what we hope will be a lifelong lesson to both Kylie and Kevin to help them take from this day what it means to become a B'nai Mitzvah. It's also important for each one of us because we too have a command, and that is to learn today. So I hope that each of us will learn something new, or a teaching will be reinforced. And we do this down in the congregation because we have many people who join us over our live webcast, and it is a way to include them as well for many who are not well or healthy enough or within the vicinity can still share the joy of Shabbat. So I think all of you can well appreciate the blessing of coming together this morning in celebrating Kevin and Kylie. We walked in here praying for our safety and well-being, and now celebrating the great accomplishments of these two young people. Now, indeed, the two of them are sharing the morning, but they are individuals. And while one felt as comfortable as could possibly be on a bima because she strums a guitar and sings along and leads us in worship, the other we can sum up with a few words. Kevin, Nes Gadol Haya Sham. Po, a great miracle has happened here. Every child comes to B'nai Mitzvah in a different way. Some come with eagerness and comfort. Others come with excitement, but a bit of trepidation and a questioning of, why do I have to do this at all? So we are always very truthful here at Temple Har Shalom. But regardless of what brings them to this moment, they are motivated, and when they do reach it, there is excitement, there are smiles, there are tears, there is disbelief in where have the years gone, and how did our precious young children grow up so quickly? And there's also a bit of questioning. What will the future hold? And we pray that it will only hold the greatest of blessings. And your Torah portion gives us some guidance in that. So both Kylie and Kevin are in the portion known as Hayei Sarah. I want all of you to think for a moment. Those are two Hebrew words that mean the life of Sarah. And literally, in this portion, both Sarah and Abraham die. And yet the portion is called Hayei Sarah, the life of Sarah. I also want you to think about when this portion began. It started as we do each and every week. We roll the Torah to a different portion on Saturday afternoon. A new portion begins again. And last Saturday afternoon, we rolled the Torah to this portion, which talked about the life of Sarah, even at a time when we were losing our two most precious patriarchs. So what does that remind us of? It reminds us that we as a Jewish community never concentrate on how people die. Rather, we concentrate on how they live and what they make of the life they're given now. Kylie, your life is filled with the joy of music. There is no doubt about it. From every corner of your home comes a strum, right? A bang of the drums, the echo of joy. And indeed, it fills you up with that spirit. And Kevin, your life, I know, is filled with your love of tinkering and putting things together, right? Just as you handle your robotics. And I know that you're very proud of that and all that you've accomplished in what you've created. And indeed, both of you are more similar than you think because you are very creative people. And with your creativity, you bring joy and brand new inventions to the world in which we live. And indeed, without that get up and go, that spirit of I can create anything, our world is going to be far better than it is today. I want to remind you all that we are in the book of Genesis, the very first book of the Torah, in the beginning. And in many ways, this first book represents your first chapter. It's your first chapter as young adults. And Kylie, I know that reading is also very important to you. So, wherever you gain your inspiration, I hope that it'll always be filled with the same intuitive necessity of looking for the good, the new, and the possibility. And while one came to this easier and the other put in such effort, both have a great deal to celebrate and teach us that no two individuals are ever the same, and we must celebrate their uniqueness. And indeed, today we have two very unique and special individuals whom we are very proud of. They will now chant from Hayeh Sarah.
Amen. Oh, sorry.
He's so excited.
I forgot.
But no problem. We're here to remind you because there are those who are going to bless before you chant. And our first aliyah are your grandparents, Lloyd and Joan Feinstein. Oh, you can come around, please. Baruch et Adonai Habarach, Baruch Adonai Habarach Leolam Vaed, Baruch Adonai Habarach Leolam Vaed, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Ve'avram zaken bayamim Badonai ve'arach et Avraham bakol vayomer Avram el avdu zikan beito hamoshel bechol asher lo simna yadcha tachat yerechi.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, ata Adonai, noten haTorah. Amen. Give him a hug first. Come over here. Congratulate him and come on over here. Right over here. That was beautiful. You're going to wait right here. Ooh. You're good. You're good. Not yet. For our second Aliyah, it's a pleasure to welcome your Uncle Jamie and your brother Scott, who stood here just a few years ago and is now about to become a confirmand.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Ve'avram zaken. No. Ve'ashbi yadcha b'Adonai Elohei hashamayim ve'Elohei haaretz asher lotika isha livni mibnot hakinani asher anochi Yoshe Bikirbo. Thanks.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nato b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Well, congratulate him. Scott, congratulate your brother. And now for our next Aliyah, it's a pleasure to welcome forward your parents, Keith and Janine. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Ki el arti ve'el molati telech ve'lakachta isha livni litzcha. Wait. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, because I knew we were cutting it. I didn't know where.
Perfect. Please.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nota b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. One moment. The cantor is going to call you forward. 1 second.
Ya'amun Simentov ben Aharon Janine Lichvod HaTorah HaBar Mitzvah
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Finish it up.
Vayomer. Wait, okay. Vayomer elav ha'eved ulai lo toveh ha'isha la'lechet acharav el ha'aretz hazot hehashev isha את בני, את בנך, אל הארץ אשר יצאת משם. ויאמר אליו אברהם, הישמר לא לפן תשיב את בני שמה. I did it.
Yes, you did.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nota betochenu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Mazel tov. Don't go anywhere. You're still here. Okay.
Run away.
It's such a shame he has no personality.
Want me to put this back?
No, stay right here. Your parents are going to talk to you.
I wanted to read an excerpt from Kevin's poem, Gratitude to the Unexpected. Gratitude to the grass which lines our world with beauty and lets us pass over it. Gratitude to the tables and shelves which elevate our dearest belongings. Gratitude to the street signs naming the unknown and laying a path in our mind when we forget. Gratitude to the accomplishments of others past who help us years later with their echoing message. Gratitude to the gleam of humanity's creation. Kevin,
Yeah.
you always stand tall. You always observe the world so thoughtfully. You always enjoy a sunny day with people you love. You always contemplate what it means. You always courageously drive the path that makes sense to you. You always remind us to get the most out of our time. You always amaze us.
You came into this world 12 weeks early, and we didn't know what to expect on the most fundamental level. We were grateful for everything we could get. In those moments, we never expected the joy and pride of parenting you. Despite only being 13 years old, you are a 2-time state robotics champion, and you and your team came home with awards from 2 world championships. You are the winner of a Princeton University writing competition and became a published author at age 11. If only I could have looked across time from where I stood in the hospital looking at you through plastic to this day. From the moment you were born, you taught us that life is to be lived to the fullest. You excel because you know with all your heart that if something is worth doing, then it is worth doing well. We love you, boy. Keep being you. You are doing life well. Our wish for you is a long and happy life of health, love, and fulfillment.
Thanks, Dad.
I love you, boy.
As we call Kylie to the Torah as a bat mitzvah, oftentimes our children are privileged to have history enwrap them, not just a new talit. And in this case, as she is called to the Torah, she will be enwrapped in her grandfather's talit, truly moving lador vador from generation to generation. And as Kylie is called to the Torah, so we invite those who will bless the Torah, and it is most appropriate that the first ones here should be Grandma and Grandpa, together with Aunt Karen and Uncle Justin. Yes, please.
Baruch
Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher b'cha banu mikol ha'amin, v'nasan lanu es toraso, Baruch atah Adonai, Hossein HaTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayikah ha'ebed hasara gemalim, mikmalei adonav, vayelech, b'chol tuv adonav be'ado, vayakom, vayelech el oram naharaim, el ir nahor, vayavrei chagmalim, mihutz la'ir el be'er hamayim, le'eit avrev, le'eit tasho avo, vayomar Adonai, Elohei Adoni Avraham, hakrena lefanai hayom, va'asiya hesed im Adoni Avraham.
Beautiful. Blessing after.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher nosan lanu Torah emes, v'chayei olam no tapas olcheinu. Baruch atah Adonai, Hossein HaTorah.
Amen. Well, give her a hug and come on over. Come over with us here. For our second aliyah, it's a pleasure to welcome forward your dear family friend, Chuck Wilk. Yes, please.
Baruch Adonai Habarach.
Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amin, v'notan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Hine Anohi nitzav al ein hamayim, uvnot anshe ha'ir yotzot lishov mayim, v'haya hana'ara asher omar elecha hatina chadich ve'eshte ve'amra ashtei v'gam gemalecha ashke ota ohachta La'avdecha litzak uva'eda ki asita chesed im Adoni.
Blessing after.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torato, emet v'cha olam natah chotechenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Mazel tov.
Awesome job.
Thank you so much. And now, Kylie, what a joy it is to welcome forward your parents as we welcome forward Ilana and Lisa.
Baruch Adonai
Baruch.
Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayhihu terem ki la lidaber והנה רבקה יוצאת, אשר יולדה לבתואל בן מילכה, אשת נהור אחי אברהם, וחדה על שכמה. והנערה טובת מרך מאוד בתולה, ואיש לא ידעה, ותראה העינה, בת מלא כדה ותעל, ויראת העבד לקראתה, ויאמר הגמיני נא מהמים מחדך.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chaye olam natat b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. We'll give her a hug and come around. Stay right here. Stay right
התעמוד כליל יעקב בת אילנה אלקה לכבוד התורה הבת מצווה.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
Baruch Adonai Hamarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים, ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen.
אמן. ותאמר שתי אדוני, ותמהר, ותורקדה, על ידה ותשקהו, ותחה להשקותו, ותאמר גם לגמליך אשב עדים כאילו לשתות, ותמהר, ותרקדה אל השוקת, ותרת עוד אל הבאר לשאוב, ותשב לכל גמליו. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת, וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen. I'm gonna roll the Torah. One moment. Bring it too closer so they can hear.
As my parents did for me. Oh boy. It's important to know where you came from. And the other job is to give you the opportunity to be who you are, to be who you want to be, to have all the opportunities and blessings that life has to offer. You're only 13, and yet you've embraced life so amazingly. Everything that you do, you put your heart into it. I'm so proud of you. And I know you're going to do great things going forward. Mazel tov.
Well,
I forgot to make a speech in my head. Tyler just reminded me I had to do it about 5 minutes ago. Thanks, buddy. So good job. Thank you for making me wear these very uncomfortable shoes. At least I'm still not as tall as you in these shoes, but the shoes, thank you. That was my real one.
We are now going to lift and dress the Torah. It's a pleasure to welcome forward Uncle Rod together with Alexandra and Devin. And I'd ask everyone to rise, please.
Please be seated. Our Torah service continues with the chanting of the Haftarah, the additional and prophetic portion read on all Shabbatot and holidays. This morning's Haftarah comes from the first book of Kings.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratzav v'divrehem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai haboher b'torah u'Moshe avdo u'Yisrael amo u'b'nvi'ei ha'emet b'tzedek. V'chamelech David zakein ba Vayamim vaychasu babgadim v'lo yicham lo vayomru lo avadav yivakshu ladoni hamelech na'ara v'tula ve'amda lifnei hamelech utilo sochenet v'shachva v'hekecha v'cham ladoni hamelech vayvakshu na'ara yafa b'chol givul Yisrael vayimtzeu et Avishag hashunamid vayvi'u ota lamelech v'hana'ara yafa me'od Bati lamelech sochenet b'chartehu v'hamelech lo yeda'ah ba'adoniya ben hagid mitnaseh lemor ani emloch bayas lo rechev uvarashim v'hamishim ish ratzim lefanav v'lo atzavo aviv mi'amav lemor madua kacha asita V'gam hu tov to'ar me'od, ve'oto yelada, ahare Avshalom. Vayhihu devarav im Yoav Venturia ve'im Evyatar hakohen vayazru ahare Adoniah.
Okay. V'hinei odena medaberet im chamelech v'natan hanavi ba vayagidu lamelech lemor hine natan hanavi vayavod lifnei hamelech vayishtachu lamelech al apav artha vayomer Natan Adoni HaMelech ata amarta Adoni yimluch acharav ve'u yeshev al kisi ki yarad hayom ba'izbach shor umri vitzon larov vayikra l'chol b'nei chamelech u'sarei hatzava u'evyatar hakohen v'hinam ochlim v'shotim lefanav vayomru yechi hamelech Adoni Yahu v'li Adoni Avdecha u'tzadok hakohen v'livna Yahu v'en Yehoyadam v'li Shlomo Avdecha lo kara im me'et Adoni HaMelech ata amarta Niya hadavar hazeh v'lo hodata et avdecha mi yeshev al kisei Adoni HaMelech acharav. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Tzur Kol Ha'amim Tzaddik Bechol Hadavaro Hanel HaNe'eman HaOmer Ve'oseh Habdaber Umkayim Shekol Devarav Emet Vatzedek Al HaTorah Ve'al HaAvodah Ve'al Yom Ve'al HaShabbat hazeh shenatatan lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha v'livnuha lechanod ultifaret al haTorah Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach umvartim otach yitbarach shem befikol hai Tamid le'olam va'ed Baruch Ata Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen.
Just stay here, baby.
It is now time for us to return the Torah to the ark and to open the ark doors. It is a pleasure to welcome forward Kevin's Uncle Christopher and Cousin Craig, and I'd ask everyone to rise, please.
Shalom, Asifeinu, Adonai, Ein Mecharin Hashem, Chodesh, Chodesh Yameinu, Chodesh Yameinu,
You may all be seated.
With the rest of my stuff. Yes.
It is now time for our B'nai Mitzvah to share with you their own interpretations and messages for today.
Okay. So first I'm gonna have just a general summary of what happened during our Torah portion. So as you know, it's from Chaye Sarah in the book of Genesis. It's about death and life of Sarah, Abraham's wife. Abraham first finds a place to bury Sarah after her death. Next is the largest part. It entails finding a wife for Isaac, Abraham's son. I have read the start of that section. After Sarah's death, Abraham realizes his mortality and wants to make sure he can continue the Jewish faith and his family by finding a wife for Isaac while he's still alive and can make sure of it. My particular portion is about Abraham giving instructions to his servant while he is still alive. Well, to find someone from his homeland. He says that God will guide him in finding the right woman for Isaac. After that, the servant is sent off and finds Rebekah. She is brought back to Canaan and marries Isaac. As many of you know, much meaning can actually be found in the Torah and its stories. The most significant themes in my portion are what death means, how to live a good life and not have regrets at the end of it, and finally what love is. All these themes are interconnected, and the story teaches that at the end of your life you want to be happy about it. Through Sarah and Abraham, it shows how they had good lives. The name of the portion, Chaye Sarah, is where you can find some of this meaning, actually most of it. Chaye Sarah means life of Sarah, and it's teaching you that you should not be remembering how they died. Instead, you should remember what made their lives important, and that's what's most important. And through Isaac and Rebekah, it talks about learning to love people. And Chaye Sarah is really one of the most important portions because just the amount of deep meaning that you can find inside of it. My choice for my mitzvah project is actually, it's been inspired by something that Abraham and Sarah, that they did, which I'll speak about later. For my mitzvah project, I participated in Bridges Outreach. They allow 2,000 volunteers from people like me who donate a small part, and those who volunteer every single day and deliver 65,000 brown bag meals, 10,000 pounds of socks and underwear, 49,000 cups of soup, and literal tons of clothing. Literal tons of clothing. and they deliver that to people who are much less fortunate than us in New York City, Newark, New Jersey, and Irvington, New Jersey. So Judaism teaches us that we should be helping the less fortunate even if they aren't Jewish. What I've said is an important part of Judaism and a mitzvah, which my family, some of my friends, and I have performed. I feel it's quite appropriate, as I said before, to the Torah portion, as it's celebrating Sarah and eventually Abraham's lives. They were known for being helpful to the less fortunate people who passed by. They gave food and shelter to them. That's one of the inspirations for my mitzvah project, since it's a celebration of Sarah's life. Now I'd like to talk about why I want to become a bar mitzvah. Which might seem a little, why is he, So, I'm doing it because it's an important part of being Jewish. And we're only a small portion of the world, and so I think it's important to express that. Also, the ideas in the Torah are found commonly in all sorts of Western ideals and Western civilization. It's important parts of what has led to democratic countries like the United States and Israel, only to name two. I really enjoy learning about history, and a bar mitzvah pushes me to learn something not only about Jewish history, but the history of democracy and Western ideals. As the rabbi said before, it's important to be honest, and I procrastinate a lot, and it's one of the things that I need to work on in my life, and my bar mitzvah, it's a goal that pushes me to do something productive, and it's also a joy celebration and an exciting thing. I learned how to write a speech. Hopefully I'm doing good at it. In all seriousness, though, I gained a lot of self-pride through this whole occasion, as well as excitement, and hopefully that sheds at least a little light as to why I've been keeping at it these many months. Now I'd like to give thanks to some people who have been helpful, supportive, and instrumental to the process, which you've only seen the final product. First, I want to thank my family members, many of whom are here today. They've proven to be extremely supportive, and I especially want to thank my parents. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here today, literally and figuratively. They're always helpful in hard times, supporting me as always. Next, I want to be thanking my friends, who, just as friends should, are always supportive and, well, friendly. Last, but absolutely positively, can't stress this enough, not least, are Rabbi Mosnitsky, Cantor Berman, and Rabbi Kaplan, who have taught me everything required and beyond that for this special day to be as great as it is. They spend much of their time working for this congregation in the Jewish faith, and still gladly found time to spend teaching Kylie, the rest of our B'nai Mitzvah class, and I the meaning of our Torah portions. And I'd finally like to congratulate Kylie. She's done very, very well, and I'm really happy to share the day with her. I'd also like to share a blessing I made. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam. I wish for me, my family, and friends to all live long and fulfilling lives. And the last part is something that I actually recently wrote yesterday on the wall outside. It's a poem that I wrote. It's a poem, so here it is. May hope be what prevails. Through the tragedy that taints this Shabbat, hope will prevail, hope alone, hope will win. May the seats of your synagogue fill with hope once more. That was that's the board outside. They sent that to the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh. So now it's Kylie's turn.
Hello. First, I'd also like to do a summary. Abraham realized that it was time to find a wife for his son Isaac, and he sent his slave to the land where he had been born to get a nice girl for him. Abraham slaved and took 10 camels and a large amount of his master's goods and traveled to Aram Naharaim, where his brother Nahor lived. The slave stood outside the city at the time when the girls drew their water, and he prayed. He asked God to bring him luck, a girl for Isaac. Even before he was done praying, he saw a girl, Rebekah, who had been born to Bethuel, son of Milcah, wife of Nahor, Abraham's brother. Not only was she exceedingly beautiful, but she was also really nice. When the slave asked Rebekah for a drink, she told him to drink, and she offered to get the camels water as well. She let them drink until they were all done drinking. So what I took from this was that what matters is what's on the inside. Even though Rebekah was beautiful on the outside, she was also beautiful on the inside. She offered to give water to both the slave and his master's 10 camels. A similar situation happened to me. When I was about 5, my mom took me to Guitar Center in search of some new guitar strings. Pink was my absolute favorite color back then, and it still is today. Anyway, there was a bright pink guitar in the store, and because it was pink, I wanted to have it. And of course, I already had loved singing and had been playing a little guitar that my nanny that she bought, and it was at the house, and so the guitar part was just a plus. What I didn't really know, though, was how much I would come to love music and playing guitar. Because of this, I am now the song leader here at Temple, and I'm a member of the Green Planet Band, along with my mama and Anna and Tyler. And although that the guitar was pretty on the outside, what came from the guitar, like how Rebekah was on the inside, was beautiful. For my mitzvah project, because music is a big part of my life, I will be playing at an old folks center. A lot of the music that I play is older, so we hope they'll enjoy it. And as growing up, I've been part of I've kind of helped with the Habitat for Humanity project. Mama actually is a big part in it. She's helped build a lot of walls for houses. And since I'm not old enough to do that yet, I will be also doing it for Girl Scouts. I will be raising some money to help get supplies and help feed people. And my friends Emily and Nicolette, who are over there, they will also be helping. They are my sisters from Girl Scouts. So I'm becoming a bat mitzvah to learn more about myself and where I come from. I learned a lot about the Hebrew language and the culture. I also learned about different traditions my family and other families do. In my family, I'm the second person of my generation to become a bat mitzvah, my cousin Alex being the first. My parents, uncle, aunt, and grandparents on my mom's side, and my grandpa on my mama's side, and some other family members are also bar bat mitzvahs. My brother, sister, and my cousin Devin are also working towards becoming bar bat mitzvahs. My Jewish life has changed because now I can help teach my younger siblings and some other family members relearn how to read Hebrew and about the different holidays we celebrate. I've also found a new love for Jewish music and have learned many new things from the songs I play. This has also helped me understand what some of the prayers mean, along with other holidays. I've become a better musician and person because of this. Now I will say thanks. I would like to thank my parents for encouraging me and supporting me throughout this whole experience. I would like to also thank my parents and grandparents for helping me with my prayers and other assignments. I would like to thank Cantor and Rabbi, my Hebrew school teachers and my religious school teachers for teaching me about culture, language, and songs. I would like to thank my brother and sister for listening to me recite my prayers over and over again, even though they couldn't really understand what I was saying. It probably got really boring. And I would like to thank everyone else who may have helped me get where I am today, like my friends for also listening to me. And lastly, I would like to congratulate Kevin on his hard work to becoming a bar mitzvah.
I need to say that every Shabbat is special, and all the young people who stand up on this bima bring a gift to us. But I need to tell you that when the cantor and I ascended this bima today, I can truly tell you that we never thought we'd be so moved to tears, inspired by actions and words, and made to laugh and smile by the joy and the personalities that have shared this bima with us. You too are truly a gift, not only to your families, but to we, your community. And I cannot thank you enough for making this Shabbat so special, particularly at the end of a week that brought our spirits so low. And thanks to you, we are at new heights. And we are flying high because of what you have brought to this bima. In truth, just like your parents have said, I cannot wait to see what the future brings. And Kylie, I think what your mom was trying to tell you is that you have big shoes to fill. And indeed, big shoes because of what our people and our community expect of you. But right now, the two of you have filled those shoes completely. So mazel tov to both of you. Thank you for making this such an extraordinary morning. Oh, thank you. I know our congregation also wants to thank our students, and we do that with the presentation of gifts and certificates and all kinds of goodies. And that honor today goes to one of our board members, and we're so honored that she's here to have experienced such an extraordinary morning, because she gives to us so much, and that's Denise Edelman.
So on behalf of the entire Temple Har Shalom family, Mazel Tov to both of you, your families, on this wonderful simcha. You both did amazing jobs. I just got to know you through your parents, and it was so emotional for me, I hardly even know you. But learning about you and knowing what hardworking, incredible and caring people you both are makes the honor of standing here even more special. Kevin, your achievements in robotics, writing, fencing, taekwondo, and more will take you far. And Kylie, your accomplishments in music, reading, math, and Girl Scouts, and all the other things you do will lead to much success, I have no doubt. The Misha Berach in our prayer book includes the words, "You, God, have taught us to uphold the falling, to heal the sick, free the captive, and comfort all who suffer pain." Through your mitzvah projects, you have both embraced God's guidance. Kevin, your assistance in bagging lunches with Bridges, and Kylie, you're bringing joy to the elderly and infirm by singing to them. Both demonstrate you're putting this prayer into action. We all hope that this will only be the beginning of your incorporating this essential Jewish value, tikkun olam, repairing the world, into your lives. As a remembrance of this special day, we have several gifts that we'll give to you at the end. The first is your B'nai Mitzvah certificates. That's probably the most important to you. Second is a Kiddush cup. This you'll use throughout your lives to celebrate many simchas that I'm sure you both will have. Third, we have a gift certificate from Nifty for a little assistance for a trip to Israel, which we truly hope you'll take. Fourth, a gift certificate from the Bridgewater JCC for a free year of teen membership. And lastly, Sisterhood has planted a tree in Israel in each of your names to honor this special occasion. So again, Mazel Tov to you and your families.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Should we sit down?
Well, it is time for us now to prepare to conclude our service. We return to our prayer books, page 586. To open the ark doors, it's a pleasure to welcome forward Kylie's cousin Mindy and Willa, together with Phil and Nancy. And I'd ask everyone to rise, please.
Aleinu לשבח אדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות אדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר היה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
May God bless you and keep you. May God shine upon you and always be gracious unto you. May God grant you a long life filled with spiritual, mental, and physical well-being, as we all say. Amen. Go back to your seats now. I do ask that you please remain standing, for at this time in our service, as we do each and every time we come together as a community, we remember those who are no longer physically with us, but who are very much alive in our hearts and our memories. On this Shabbat, we commemorate the yortzites of Henry Berger, Barbara Dickinson, Jerome S. Engel, Aaron Flansbaum, Harold Hoffman, Lee Merrill, Sylvia Rabinowitz, and Elliot Stempel. We remember two who have been taken from our midst in most recent days, Paul Leon Novak and Henry Frankel. And we remember the 11 whose lives were cut short by the violence last Shabbat at the Tree of Life Synagogue, as we remember Joyce Feinberg, Richard Gottfried, Rose Mallinger, Jerry Rabinowitz, Cecile Rosenthal, David Rosenthal, Bernice Simon, Sylvan Simon, Daniel Stein, Melvin Wax, and Irving Younger. And always on this day of Bar Mitzvah, our thoughts go upon those whose shoulders both Kylie and Kevin stand as we think of great-grandparents and the generations who have come before them. We turn now to page 598. To recite the Kaddish prayer, remembering Kylie's family members, Jack and Helena Lewis, Adele Bears, Anna Rapp, Isidore Bears, and Benjamin Rapp. Together we recite the Kaddish prayer, remembering all those of the American Armed Forces and the Israel Defense Forces who have given their lives in defense of our nation and the land of Israel. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yamechon v'chayei d'chol be'Israel, v'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam amei amaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudusha b'richu. Le'olam mim kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiran v'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah mim shemaya. V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We pray that the source of peace will send peace to all who mourn and comfort all the bereaved among us, as we all say, Amen. Amen. You may be seated. Well, our service always ends on a note of sweetness and bounty, hoping that the sweetness of Shabbat and the bounty of the delicious challah we're about to eat will fill your lives with a bounty of blessings. For those of you who are continuing the celebration, I know that Kylie and her family will be meeting downstairs, and Kevin and his family are making their way to a special celebration immediately following the service. But wherever you are going, be safe, and please be sure to come back and help us celebrate many more happy Jewish occasions in Kylie and Kevin's lives and in all of our lives. It is time for the blessing, and it is time to welcome forward, together with Kevin, his big brother Scott, together with cousins Craig, Leslie, Josh, and Jared. And Anna and Tyler, come on up. It's time for you to help us with the blessing over the wine and challah. Hold up a cup, and here we go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen.
L'chaim. It's the hardest part, drinking the juice.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lachem min haaretz v'tei avon. Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat shalom and mazel tov, everyone.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. Please feel free to get up out of your seats, wish each other a Shabbat shalom, and greet the families.